I'm here with Maritime Wrestling's Tommy Starr. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
How did you get involved in the Maritime Wrestling scene?
Maritime Wrestling scene. It all started when I would have been in about grade 7, grade 8, and there was a kid in my high school. He would have been about grade 12, and he was doing some local wrestling, and they did a show at the high school I was at, and I just fell in love with it and got talking to the promoter, and just went from there.
Who trained you?
Most of my training when I first started out would have been done by Stanley Rector, who wrestles as the Rebel. He helped me out a lot, and then he trained me up until about 2006-ish, and I took a long absence from wrestling, and then Gary Williams put on another class just a few years ago, and I was a part of that, and that was another huge difference maker.
What are your thoughts on the current Maritime Wrestling scene?
I think it's growing. Halifax has some different promotions sprouting up. The fans are very supportive. They're always crying for more shows, and they're hungry for it, which is really good to see. And we see, IHW making leaps and bounds as well. Wrestle Center is expanding different places into Cape Breton too. TCW is doing well. So it seems to be growing right now, which is encouraging.
Thoughts on the type of work ethic a pro wrestler needs to have, training-wise, in the gym, and an effort in getting booked other places?
You've really got to treat it like a job. I take a lot of encouragement from Troy Merrick, who wrestles at Sexton Phoenix. He is adamant that this is not a hobby, it's a job, and it's just so true. People are paying their hard-earned money to see us perform in the ring. They don't want to see a joke. They don't want to see something that they could do the same thing, and they don't want to feel they could beat the crap out of the champion of a promotion. You got to be able to get in there, you got to look the part and perform, so do everything that you can. Get in the gym, diet, and try to get booked and get better.
Thoughts on the support Maritime Wrestling gets from its fans?
The support is strong. Like I say, Halifax, all I see on Facebook is it just blowing up, when's the next Wrestle Center show, when's the next, any show coming to Halifax, TCW, all these things. So the support is good there, and as I see more of the Maritimes, IHW get to go to some of their shows and help out a bit, and they're really drawing good crowds, consistent crowds. I haven't been there yet, but I hear Red Rock Wrestling draws 500-600 people, so that tells me that the fans are hungry for it, that they want it, so it's very encouraging.
If you could put one match on a DVD so far that you've had to show somebody what you do, what match would you choose?
It's a good question. I was just thinking about this earlier today, actually. I think, even though it was really short and sweet, I would choose the match that Jake Roberts and I had. There's little things that happen in that match that may not seem big to most people, but that really taught me a lot. And even though Jake isn't as mobile as he once was, he had the crowd as hot as I've heard any crowd in any match that I've been involved with. And that feeling was very, I would almost say addicting, and it's an addicting feeling when you hear the crowd really on fire, and it was Jake's doing, not mine, but just being a part of that and feeling, it does give you a confidence boost as well. So I would say the Jake the Snake and myself.
Your thoughts on the support Maritime Wrestling fans give you individually?
I think the support's growing. They're still learning who I am. I'm fairly new on the scene. Like I said, I started a long time ago, but I had a bunch of different gimmicks, and then I took about a 7-year absence from wrestling, so everybody's just kind of learning again who I am. As I establish my character in my own mind, I think it's going to help the fan support, so the fans have definitely supported well from what they've seen of me, and I appreciate that, but I do feel that it's only going to grow as I improve as a performer.
What do you think 2016 holds for Maritime Wrestling and Tommy Starr?
It's going to be an exciting year. Like I say, a lot of promotions are getting their foothold, and it's gonna be good. I'm excited. There's a few things that I'm trying to break into, and I'm only gonna keep hitting it hard in the gym and improving. And so you're gonna see much improved Tommy Starr, and I'm excited.
Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.